Yes, we'll start things off. Just a quick history. You guys are well aware the council in the 2014 budget allocated funds for building a new city website. From there, a group got together. It started with a larger group representing all departments. What do we want to do? That group got smaller into a steering committee. Steering committee group of, list them off here, is myself, Roxanne Fiala, Mr. Haga, Cheryl Simeone out of Info, Andrea Larway from Planning, Karen Solway from Public Works, Sherry Lundmark from Finance, and Levon Nelson from PD. We got together, started kind of working out what do we want the site to do, what are some things we want to look at. We hired a company called Vision Internet. Vision Internet helped build some of the graphics and the back end of it. The content falls on the city, which was what we wanted. We wanted the city to have that ability and the control of things. We then went to the public, getting the user experience. Had a couple of surveys we did online, a blog was started, just general questions. Towards the end here, we did focus groups. Once we had some structure of the site up, we had 3 focus groups. We've been kind of having a soft launch for the past couple of weeks, a beta launch. Everything's password protected. Getting input, it's all good input. It's one of those things for those of us working on it. Really couldn't see the forest through the trees a little bit. There's a lot of content, and yeah, you're just like, okay, I think I see it, and I know what I mean in my head, but is it getting out there the way I want it? So that is kind of how we got here. And we kind of joke that this is the introduction of a new city employee. This is the face of the city. It is the city's only employee that works 24/7, 365. So if you're a visitor or a resident of Grand Forks, this is the one constant employee that you will see. So we got to make it work well. We've got to make it understandable. I think we all agree there's good content on the city website, just a matter of communicating that content. So as you can see on your screen here, this is where we're at. This is the home page. We hope to launch, not hope to, I believe we're flipping this switch there, Roxanne, on Thursday, July 10th. On the home page, you just see some of the functionality of it. As I scroll down, you will also see upcoming meetings. This is our meeting list. Also have a news. We've been pretty much maintaining 2 websites for a couple of weeks now as news releases and stuff, and we've been building it on 2 sites, the current site that's out there and then this site as we move forward. Information we have on here now, they are spraying for mosquitoes tonight. You'll notice this bar at the top. Oops, and as I clicked on it, the bar at the top is an important update that is not always there. We can put that up there. Instance, mosquito spraying tonight, City Hall closed due to weather. Any other type of, I don't want to use the term emergency information, but kind of like a scroll you get on television. You see the rotating images, the large image in the middle. We can put, I believe, I don't think we want to get much more than 4 on there, but I have 2 on there right now just so you can kind of see the functionality of it. And then these are kind of fun features is these buttons here towards the center of the page, the bottom of the page there. It links to information that's on the city website, links to information that's not on the city website. But we in the info office and through communication with other departments, we're like, these are phone calls we get, whether they're city or not. We need to have this information on our site, and it's important to have. I should say, launching on July 10th, which is Thursday, that by no means means that we are done working on the site. This is an ongoing. We hope to continue to grow the site. As new things come out, make the site more user-friendly. We're open to feedback. A page I don't have on there right now, we're going to have a website feedback page. Hey, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it? We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from the public as far as how is the site working. We can get in our little bubble sometimes, and it's good to let other people see it and give their input. Just a couple of things from your guys' standpoint. You kind of see the layout. We have About Grand Forks, Home of UND, new resident info, things to do, places to eat. But no sense in recreating the wheel. Send them right to the Convention and Visitors Bureau. They're good at what they do. So let's just link to them. But that doesn't mean we don't have those links on our site. On the government section, standard, your meetings, departments, we broke it down, city department, city leadership, that you guys fall under city leadership. We hope to, from a city council standpoint, enhance what you guys will have on the website, and hopefully give you guys a tool as city council members, a place where you can send constituents if they have information. Communicate with us in the info office. Is there something going on in your ward that may be specific to your ward? Let us know. We'll put it on the site. Of course, it's your contact info. And you maybe got an email from me an hour ago. Quick bio, who you are. I'll leave that up to you guys of how you want that. Our new council members, we've gathered that already, so it's a nice thing to have. Here's contact info, and then we can get to the Ward 2, and Crystal, I'm using, I live in Ward 2, so that's why I'm going to that one. You can get info, quick bio. It'll list the committees you're on. All that fun stuff. You may notice this GF311. That is our report of concern platform. It is we're enhancing that to where Mr. Sandy got one from you through the app. There's going to be an online app for that to where you can report a pothole, report graffiti, report a long grass, unkept yard. And as opposed to it kind of going through the hierarchy of who gets it and all this stuff, it will go directly to the inspector. Inspector will then got it, that sends an email back to the person who reported it. All right, it's being handled by the city. And if it goes even farther, if there has to be, letters sent, fines made or whatever, the person who made that filing will be able to see the progress of that report. Lots of times, things don't always happen the next day the way we want it, but it's also nice having the information in front of you. And that's what we're trying to get to with this site. We hope to do some more online payments. We have utility bills. I believe we're working on parking tickets as we speak. One nice thing with this website, there are things on here that we don't have on there, but we have the ability to do it. It gives us room to grow as an online city as far as some online services, payments, applications, stuff like that. The old site, we were kind of limited on some of that. This new site, we have that ability to grow. So that is where we're at. It's been quite an effort, a lot of people involved, and that's been a good thing. This steering committee I listed off, we've actually discussed we are going to continue to meet, even after the site is launched, as what issues are out there, what are we hearing, are we headed in the right direction? This is I think it was Roxanne Fiala from IT sent an email a month ago. When this website is launched, you're not done working. That's just the beginning. That's where we're at. So from a city website standpoint, that is where we are, and it will be launched on July 10th.
Good, very good, Mr. Mercer. Very impressive.
Yes.
Any comments from council, Mr. Weber?
Good evening. Great presentation. Thanks. I'm one of your most active and most satisfied customers. I use your service frequently. Thanks for that. When it comes up on July 10th, access, will I need to change my bookmarks, or will it automatically just, if I've got the city site as a favorite right now, will it automatically go to the new site?
It will automatically go to the new site, but that is a good question. We are in the process now of moving archive minutes over. On July 10th, some of those older minutes may not be available. We're in the process of doing that. They're available if you come to, they're not gone, but having that link available on the new site. That's some of that great content that's on the old site. It's just a lot of content. And so we're in the process of moving that over. Another thing, and we'll be working through finance a little bit. They send out a weekly meeting list that goes out weekly. That is going to change with this site. It's going to be meeting specific. So we're going to do our best within public info to communicate that. If you're used to getting certain notices from the city and you're not getting them, you may have to sign up for some new things because we're doing things a little bit different. That's part of, we need to launch it to see how that works. We can guess, we have some ideas, but until it actually happens and we get the complaints or maybe it works out really smooth and it works out well. But you have the ability to sign up for notifications a little more specific. As opposed to just news releases, you can sign up for mosquito control news releases. Or you can sign up for just road construction news releases. You can sign up for all of them.
So a lot of additional great information.
Yes.
I may have missed it. Do I need to?
No, you don't. You don't. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a long answer to your question. I never answered it.
I'm excited about opengov.com, which will make budget information and other finance matters more user-friendly,
Yes.
more accessible. When do we expect that to be ready, and that will be linkable?
That will
on the
not be
site as
ready,
well?
that will be on the new site, that will not be ready on July 10th. That is a different third party, if you will.
Right.
That information is still getting worked out. So we're using these next few weeks to test the waters, see how things are going. We really hope to have things firmed up and running as smooth as they possibly can when students come back in the fall. I mean, there's always students here, but when the fall semester starts, we think it's a pretty big web user group. And if we can work things out here in the next 6 weeks.
But
it-
opengov.com will be linkable on this.
Oh, you
We'll have
bet.
a site,
In
yes.
fact, I think it'll be embedded. It'll be just right in the
Yes,
site.
good. Do we have some idea of the time frame on when that'll be available?
Have you heard anything more?
I can answer that. We had to work through a couple things on the agreement that took a little while. And we're still working with the company on figuring out what data we want displayed and put together. So it will be, I need to get through the budget period a little bit here in the next month, and then we'll hit it hard after that. So
Okay.
I'll keep in communication on
It's a
that.
busy time of year for your office. A bit of a lame question. Do I get a new picture when I give you my bio information? Can I do that?
Only if you come and take one.
Yes,
We're
okay, good.
using the same picture.
And a little a promotion for something that the city's doing, the Social Infrastructure Blue Ribbon Commission. Is that?
You'll
will it have its
notice
own
that
link?
we got
Can
it
you
in
show us that?
a couple of places, but this is a fun aspect of the homepage where you can spotlight. We're spotlighting the social infrastructure page here. We can spotlight pretty much anything we choose. We can do one at a time. But Councilman Weber, we've talked earlier, with this site is also the ability of some of that community interaction we can do. We can set up online forums and stuff like that where you're sitting right at a computer. You can ask a question. That question can get emailed directly to a council member. That aspect, along with I believe our first planned meeting for it is the budget presentation. We're going to start live streaming our council meetings online. And you put those two together, and you can have the conversation as the meeting's going on online.
That's wonderful news. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Sandy?
Thank you, Mr. Bernstrom. Thank you so much. I'm very eager. I eagerly anticipate the launch of the new site. I was fortunate for Mr. Weber, since you're so excited about this, for your benefit, because most people are bored by now. The Grand Forks has a new mobile app, the 311 mobile app, where you can report an issue in town. Using GPS from your phone, you can locate where the issue is, type in an issue, it gets emailed to the appropriate department where they can then disseminate the information out. Hopefully in the near future, we'll have mobile devices in, for example, a refuse truck. And if they miss a garbage can, you can report the issue and hopefully it can instantaneously go to them. And you can even send a picture of the back of their truck driving away saying, you missed me, please come back and pick up my garbage.
So if I'm late getting my recycling out, I can say they missed it.
They
and
missed
they'll
it.
come back.
That's right.
Very thanks. That'll be very nice.
No, I think that mobile app will be hopefully used very widely throughout town. A very easy way for people to report minor issues that hopefully we can take care of relatively quickly. I did want to ask a quick question, John. What engine are we using for the search functionality on the site? I'm
Google.
hoping it's different than what we currently use on our current site.
Yes. Our current site, I believe, searches only minutes and agendas and stuff like that. This will search the entire site. It is Google based.
Great.
So if it is Google based, but is specific to anything on GrandForksGov.com. That is part of our learning as we're building these pages. We can type in those search words that maybe they're called tags that tag to that page. Will be continue to be built.
Sure, great. I think anything we can do in that area will be helpful for people that actually come and use the site. I know
Yep.
that has been one of my largest sources of frustration on our current site is the inability to actually find anything relevant.
Right.
One last question, an employee directory,
An employee directory?
phone
Yeah.
numbers, email addresses?
We have that. We have an office directory itself too.
Is
where
is
you
it
can just-
going to be actually on the internet?
Yes, it will be on the
Great,
internet.
that's all I needed to know. Thank you very much. I look forward to it being launched.
Thank you. Mr. Vian?
John, just one question. I know we have right now the weekly meeting list, which really only looks at the meetings this week. We can't
Right.
look ahead. Were we gonna be able to look ahead, like for the meetings for the month or something like that, so we can be ahead to know?
Sure.
get
Yep.
those things on the
As long
calendar?
as the meetings are scheduled. Yeah, I did, like, for instance, city council are pretty much scheduled for the year. That's a good example. Yes, those are all out there. We'll hit both, Mr. Sandy, here's your department directory. This is department specific. It's a matter of building out that, staff directory. And for you, Mr. Veen, here's the calendar. And you can search by month, you can
Okay.
search by meeting,
Very nice.
you can, of course, as the 2 weeks surrounding the current date you're at will probably be, look the busiest.
Busiest, but you can look at planning and zoning for the future.
Sure,
If they're on
yes.
a holiday, you'll know what the actual dates
Yes,
are gonna be.
yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any further, Council? Mr. Bierke?
I just had a question. You mentioned about the weekly meeting list. So did you say you're going to discontinue that?
The weekly meeting list as it goes out right now,
Okay.
we will, I've been talking with Sherry in finance, we may do it for a couple of weeks with a disclaimer on the email, hey, this is going to change, go to the new site to sign up. But it will, as it currently exists, not go out that way.
But the new site, my point is though, I don't want to have to look at every committee to try and find when they're meeting next.
No,
Just by the weekly meeting list, I get everything that comes up. So we can have something on there. So I just want to look what city meetings are going to have for this week. There's a thing, I just go to that and it's got the whole week listed. That's going to be there?
you will have that ability, it'll be listed like here as in a month. We'll have it on the home page as it is, as far as a notification to you. When a meeting, service safety, a good example, a service safety meeting is scheduled, say you schedule a special service safety, and that gets added to the list, as soon as we click save, that pushes out a notification to everyone who signed up to receive a notice from a service safety meeting.
Okay. What if you want to be notified of all the meetings?
You can do that as well.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then on a side note, while you're doing your mobile 311 app, I believe if you did that while you're driving, you'd be in violation of the law. Thank you.
Thank you. Any no further comments? Thank you, Mr. Bernstein.
Okay, thank you.
And then